All right, guys. Welcome to Texas Gulf Surfer, episode number 25.
25, man. I'm excited to be here. Welcome, everybody. My name is Jeff DiNicola, your Texas Surf Ambassador. How about that, man? This is all about, this show is connecting and keeping connected Texas surfers. And before we dive into that, man, let me introduce my co-host. Let me see what I got. He is controversial, yet charming. King of Surfside, Austin Campbell, everybody. Give it up.
Right on, Jeff. Right on.
How's it going, my brother?
Pretty good. I guess, man, we got a little bit of surf, didn't we?
It was like a little breath of air. It was like being held underwater, you know, when you're being dunked under as a kid and they finally let you up for air.
Yeah. Everybody, everybody was out there, and it was hyped up for like 3 days, and it was nothing. There was nothing there for 3 days, right?
Right.
It was like every day it was like, when's it coming? When's it coming? Everybody was out there, and then well, I guess, was it Saturday?
Yeah, is that
Yeah,
what,
Saturday. It all, that was for Surfside anyways.
Right.
And it came in, and we were I looked at it early in the morning. I think a lot of people did.
Right,
it didn't look good.
No, that was Friday you're talking.
No, Saturday.
Saturday. Well, it's true.
Early,
Saturday started out slow.
early morning,
That's
right?
true.
It didn't look
It
good.
did.
I didn't see any waves or
Right.
or a white van or anything, so I didn't go out.
I understood.
But anyway, but there was a bunch of people sitting around, and then I went to the shop, came up to the shop, and
Right.
as the day came on, slowly people started piling in, and just saying how good the surf was getting. So it just looked like it finally
It did.
get good. And then
it filled in.
I got to go out about, I don't know, 5:30, 6
Good
o'clock.
for you, man.
And man, we went out, some locals, Larry, Rick.
Good.
The Nelson brothers were out there.
From Sun and Sea, man, you guys need a golf cart. Go see these guys right here, Sun and Sea.
Yeah.
Take your relatives, man. They take good care of their buggies and treat people real good over there.
And it was good, though. I mean, I think I surfed for a couple hours, caught, probably 20 waves or more,
Good, man. I surfed that Friday night, and I actually posted on Texas Surf Cartel that the curse had been broken because I'd been like on that flat, dry spell for a month and a quarter, so to speak. And then I did surf on Saturday, and that was fun. And the whole coast, man, Austin was kind of a buzz from South Padre Island to Corpus Christi. I think everyone was dry docked for a good while. So we did get some reports and some stuff from up and down the coast. But before we go do that, man, tell me, do we have anything here to look forward to? Because we have a contest coming up for kids Sunday. A little concerned about that. Ooh,
we were looking at the report earlier, and it's like inverted for the weekend.
I don't think I've ever seen the actually, like
The
one
color-
foot is
the-
sub.
Yeah, the colors went away.
It's -2.
Yeah, so it's going to be super flat. I remember Swell Info. Look, Surf Captain looks just like Swell Info, kind of, right?
Right,
It used
right.
to say "Go fishing" when that happened.
Hey, but regardless, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please come to Surfside and support the Grom Roundup, the surf contest for kids, because we're going to get ingenious and creative, and we're going to find ways to have waves and to have games and to do things in competitions on the beach. So don't give up on us. We don't get to
Yeah, we might have
predict
to
the weather.
maybe there's a spot we can find. There's some surf or something like that. So I know we got some Groms excited to come down, but
Yeah.
that's just that's how sometimes surf contests go. We'll see what happens.
Man, we got 22 young cadets ready to go. They're rip snorting ready to go, and I guess the seas did not cooperate, but still we're going to give it a go, and that's going to be that, man.
So they had some good surf down in Padre, right?
Right, man. Friend of the show and one of our correspondents down there, Gaines Burns, man. They had the swell. What happened is the surf started, he said, about waist high, and with offshore winds, and that was about 3 p.m. that Friday. Then it switched to they get the swell before us to light southeast winds. The swell started to arrive by 4. It was chest high, and by 5:30 it peaked to around head high. Man, head high South Padre Island is fun.
That's good, clean surf.
Boy, you're not kidding. He says too many guys to name that were out. Everybody had a great time. They had been wave starved for quite some time, and that was good. But it was a swell. Austin kind of just popped up, boom, boom, 2-day deal, and then back to
it was that little tropical disturbance down there coming off the Bay of Campeche.
Yep.
And then it didn't really develop into anything. Just kind of went in there, but it pushed us some surf, So
I know Matt Roth and Claire and Crystal. They went to Port Aransas, not quite that far, and they caught it pretty decent.
Yeah.
I think as you went towards the energy.
It got pretty good here that night. Like when I went out, and I mean it was good all day. A lot of people said surf was good all
Yeah.
day, but I think that I don't know. It might have been that there was 5 of us surfing. So it was like there was still good waves left coming in, and it was pretty clean. The sets seemed to be pretty far apart, as well as the waves in the sets were pretty far apart. But it was still coming in consistent. But the sets were far enough apart that it was cleaning up.
Yeah.
And then the periods between waves were pretty good. So I would say it was every bit of, I don't know, rib high.
On sets it was certainly that big.
Probably, I bet there was probably some head high drops, whatever those are.
Is that so? If you had to, let's say, give that swell a swirly top, it's going to be official, ladies and gentlemen. So hold on. Swirly top number on a 1 to 5. What are we?
It's been a while since we even had any
I
surf,
know.
and we got to even give a swirly top rating. So I'm going to try not to let that affect my rating. That there's been such a
don't get too excited with your swirly.
Right,
tops.
I think some people sometimes there's a little bit of time in between their surf, and so they get a little excited. I'm going to say that was probably I don't know. What do we look? 3.
Yeah, I would think
tops.
A solid 2. I would have
2.5,
2.5 to 3, and I think that's pretty generous. But man, we'll take it. So the forecast looks a little bleak, but man, I'm gonna stay hopeful because after the following week, there's some stuff on the horizon.
I don't think we're gonna have any swirly tops anytime soon.
Down in Corpus Christi, they got the same little swell in Port Aransas and the Packery Channel, and I was able to get with Nate Foyd. From Wind and Sea down there. What a great little surf shop and good family they have, Nate and Frank Foyd. Wind and Sea, man, they're like the sports shop, man. They got the kayaks, they got the paddle boards, they got the surfboards, they got fishing stuff, they got everything.
They're right there on the spot right there by the bridge, right? They get all people doing all kinds of stuff right there.
He said
they got a pretty big shop there.
And he said the waves were good. Everybody had a good time, and they boomed all summer long. And much like Surfside, me and Austin were just talking about it. Man, once school starts, it's just like somebody just turned the power off.
Yeah, I would say it starts to slow. We'll because the surf is better in the fall through spring, right? We'll have plenty of action and in that regards. I'd say I was just talking to a customer the other day. He was asking me about getting a board built and all this stuff, and I was telling him, we build plenty of boards in the summer. It's not the best time. It's hot, right? Even though the shop's all air conditioned, it's hot and everything. But we build plenty of boards in the summer. I would say, but you sell a lot of soft tops and used beginner boards in the summer, and and most of the people ordering boards are either ordering them for a trip, or they're trying to get them ready for the fall. But then as the fall and the winter gets there, we get a lot of boards ordered because the surf is good,
right?
Because they're out there and they're like, oh man, I want a new board, and so that's what we'll start getting a lot more orders. For custom boards as that keeps us busy, right? But as far as the shop, and I think they got a good shop down there too, where they have a lot of good quality clothing, and stuff like that. So it's it's not. I try to always stay away from being like a tourist shop, where we were a surf shop and we had quality clothing and quality goods. Whatever it was, towels or backpacks or ponchos or hoodies or hats or whatever it was. You had quality goods, so in the winter when the tourists aren't around, the people, the locals can buy it, and they do a good job of the same thing. So we keep some good products out there.
They really do. And kind of on that note, buy local and support your local surf shop, especially in the lean months. In the winter months, it's very, very important because we got to keep them going. So that's huge. Whether it's Wind and Waves in Corpus Christi or the surf station here in Surfside. Ohana, all of us network together, and even though you guys have competition, all these surf shop owners seem to have this kind of a brotherhood of understanding that a guy's going to buy a board wherever he's going to buy a board, no matter what. There's no real competition. Y'all sort of work together on the deal.
If somebody's down in Corpus and they, or somewhere, I'm going to send them there unless they want to, if they call me specifically for a Psycho board, I've delivered boards down there. We'll deliver it anywhere. We'll ship it to you, whatever. But, if they just hit us up on Facebook, sometimes people don't know where you're at, or maybe they're new to Texas or something like that, and I ask them where they're at. If they're in Galveston, you send them to some shops, and if you're in Corpus or South Padre, we always try to send people to the local place, man. So for sure, you got to support all the local shops.
Very, very important to do. And then kind of moving up the coast, man, Surfside was fun, man. The waves were fun. Everybody had a great, great time. There's some pictures out there from on Texas Dirt Surfer and on Facebook and some stuff that really kind of captured the moment. And then into Galveston, got some information there. Steve Hirsch, friend of the show, good guy. He said that the 91st Street Pier was good, but for a minute, is the way he explained it to me. It was just kind of like it was a short swell. There was plenty of people out there. It happened, and then just like that, it was done. But
it just didn't hang around there long. I mean, the Surfside was good all day. I don't think it was as good in the morning Saturday as it was in the evening, but I think all day you had surf. One thing I think I mentioned it when I was out there with Larry. I was like, man, if it was this big down at the jetties, it'd be good right now.
Yeah,
because no matter what, it doesn't line up quite as well down there, but it was connecting pretty good. I'd say there was definitely some, and I took out our stepchild too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
very nice.
I had to take out the
we have
the flying saucer.
Just to explain to the audience, Austin and I have a joint owned board. Kind of odd how it happened, but I own 50% of it, the top half, and he's got the bottom half.
It was a deal we couldn't pass up. It was an old board that we actually built here, a Psycho for the flying saucer. And
dude, step deck suite. I love the board anyway. That's
10 foot, man.
A story in itself.
It's the secret weapon for the contest.
One thing I want to also say about Daggum Corpus, I spoke to Stefan Lewis, again, friend of the show, and one of our correspondents. Man, that guy's on the move, man. He just got back from like 4 days training people in Waco at the wave pool.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that.
Yeah. Then he's jumping on a plane and he's going to Florida to the East Coast, to Orlando, rent a car and go surf the hurricane swell. And there's a group of local surfers. I'm sure there's some guys from Corpus and beyond going to Florida, but here locally we got Brian Dudley, Carlo, Scott, some really good surfers from here. All just jumped in the car and went. Dan Beeman's going to be joining them.
Yeah, they're always charging it over there to the East Coast when there's some storms and stuff like that. So
I think it's just going to be a little bit too big for me unless I go get Mark.
Well, they said I saw a thing at like North Carolina. It was like there was like 50-foot waves or something like that. Did you see that? There was a report in North Carolina. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's 50 foot on the beach. Of course, probably not. But
that's how you drown.
They said there was 50-foot waves out there in the ocean. So.
Yeah, so man, I would love to win. I went some few years back, so fun, but I just didn't get to make the trip this time. Either did Johnny McGee. He had some things come up, and he didn't get to go as well. But man, we'll be seeing some pictures. They're going to send us some stuff.
Oh yeah.
And those guys charge, man. Texans represent. When we travel to a big swell like that, man,
that's going to be some good surf, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, kind of what Stefan was telling me. He goes, once that storm gets up a little bit past Georgia, they get a really good swell there in the offshore winds. And,
it's sort of circling back around.
That kind of stuff. I mean, we are going to keep you guys up to date on that WISA, the Women's International Surfing Association. Man, that thing is going to move on top of us pretty quickly. I'll get more from.
They had a couple little Facebook ads and stuff like that out there, didn't they?
Yes, and also, man, did you see that video that Karen McKay did? Kind of a promo video for the Texas Surf Museum.
Yeah.
Man, she is so cool. I really like her. She's great on camera. Kind of great voice, and kind of walked us through the museum. And she is.
Yeah, they showed some pretty good. Showed everybody the exhibits and some different spots. Yeah. So and how it kind of changes, but they got a lot of stuff.
She's
a lot of stuff going.
Cool ambassador, isn't she?
Yeah, that's a good. I mean,
I don't know her very well, but she seems really cool. I got to spend some time when we did our live podcast from there.
Yeah, I mean, she was one of the first women surfers that kind of came from Texas to win some stuff. So
Yeah, won a U.S. championship, won several state championships.
But she say that she was she didn't know any better. She just went out there and won.
Yeah. Those are the most dangerous competitors, the ones that just don't have nothing to lose and don't know any better, so they just go out and kill you.
So let's see, what else we got. We got the Old Guys Surf Reunion coming up still.
Man, that's coming up
on us October 4th, Saturday, October 4th. And remember, it's a full party fundraiser.
It's just a little over a month.
So we'll have some raffles.
Okay.
Raffling off a board from here.
Right.
So we got
a raffle board from here.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on there. And then of course, we'll have the paddle out, the memorial, and man, there's gonna be food trucks there. man, there's going to be all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it last show, and I think it's important to mention it again, man. You got some cool artwork, some stuff, some figurines, some surfboards, this, that, and the other. Something you want to donate over here, you bring it, drop it off, man. That's, for the Old Guy Surfer Union, because a lot of people have, a treasure trove of stuff that, man, that they just kind of like want to donate, man, and they'll go.
Yeah, and then we're going to also have some baskets from like local stores and different areas. We're going to put together different baskets, and we're going to auction those, or we're going to raffle those off. So we're going to be selling raffle tickets for different baskets, and these baskets together might have a bunch of things from not just, we might have like, a surf basket. We might have like, a fishing basket.
That'll be fun, man.
Yeah, so we're going to have some nice little things to raffle off. Cool, so the raffle tickets will be selling all day long. So, but yeah, it's going to be a good event back at Stallman Park.
Up and running, 100%, ready to go.
And a little update from the city council meeting about the bench, right? We were talking about the bench.
The bench that you guys are donating. This is good. Tell us about that.
So it's a surfboard bench that sits out just like the one that sits in front of the memorial at the Jetty Park, right?
Okay.
Or similar, made of granite. And we are going to set that, if you're walking up to the Butterfly Garden or Trail or the Velasco Monument,
that's where it's going to be.
So you know where the Velasco Monument is?
Dude.
You just walk straight out towards the channel.
Yes.
And there's already a bench there that was donated by Eddie Bauer's mom. There's a swinging bench right there.
Nice.
It's going to be sitting right there at the very end of the trail, and you'll be able to just kind of watch ships go by from it. That's kind of the idea of putting it. We're going to put them in different places where people can, use them for a good read, not just anywhere, right? So there's a good place to sit there.
I'm all behind that, man. That's really good that you guys are doing that. And people that don't know, that come here to Surfside, there is a really cool nature trail back by the historical Fort Velasco.
And on the nature trail, they have little historical markers that tell about like the Battle of Velasco and all this other stuff.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
I have not done that. I'm gonna go do that myself.
So
I'm all about the history of.
So, but Texas, we definitely we got them. We got them going.
Right, and what we're going to be doing, we've got some secret stuff coming up. We're going to be doing some more on the road, remote stuff. Can't give the location up yet, but I think if it comes to fruition, it's going to be really, really exciting. And we'll just drop the hint. It may have something to do with the pool, but we don't know. We're working on the details. See, I'm hopeful. When I put it out there in the universe, it's going to develop and it's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so
I think that
and we're going to have some guests. Yeah. Hey, it's really important. You guys like, subscribe, and share the show. This is very important. And write in, because we want to know who you guys want on the show. Maybe it's yourself. Maybe you want to come on and interview me and Austin. Man, that would be a cool thing. We're going to be doing something that Austin came up with, which is going to be kind of fun too. Tell them about that. I like that idea.
Yeah, I think we're going to do. A lot of people have been. They know they know a little bit about us, but we figured, hey man, we'll interview each other. We'll do one interview. I'll interview Jeff, and he can interview me, and we'll get a little bit of dirt and
that's gonna be
some
fun,
stories or something like that. So,
right. Then we're gonna have people come in and interview us and stuff like that. So tell us who you guys want to see on, man. We are open to ideas and directions for this show, but as long as it continues to connect Texas surfers from the very tip of Texas all the way up to what I used to call Shorty's Pier. They still call that place Shorty's Pier. Is there a Shorty's Pier anymore?
I don't know. Is it still? I don't know.
I do not know.
I don't think it
man.
is. If it is, I hadn't heard that in forever.
No, I have not. That was growing up, Shorty's Pier, and there's a big group of local guys that surfed that place years ago. A lot of good surfers surprisingly came out of there. Stephen Pearson, I think Terry Davis. A lot of people surfed over there, man.
Yeah, I
probably surfed it twice, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of far down there, right?
Yeah.
Not everybody goes down that
There's
far.
a Meekums Pier and a Shorty's Pier.
Yeah, Meekums for sure.
Is that the same thing?
That's where I don't know if that's the same. I know I've heard the name.
Somebody's writing in there right now saying, "No, give us the history on that. Shorty's Pier, Meekums Pier, and all that kind of stuff."
Yeah, I know about Meekums Pier plenty of times, but I don't know if that was the same. If people called that the same or something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the good news is that we have really sweated out summer, and I mean that legitimately has been bloody hot, and we got really just a couple more weeks. When you get into September, it changes a little bit. You can kind of feel it in the air, and we'll get more consistent waves, and people are going to be.
It's already looking like it's going to pick up in like 2 weeks, right? It had like the 28th. It looked like there was going to be some surf.
In fact,
years, I think Chet Sir Chet texted me.
Sir Chet, our Royal Knight, man.
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned him in a while.
Yeah, he had texted me and said that it was going to be flat till the 28th, and then I think he texted me. He said no surf till the 28th, and I said what's surf?
Chet Davidson, man.
We did
a stand-up dude.
We did have some good surf though. That for one day, or I guess a couple people went out for 2 days. But
and it was surprisingly the crowd was mellow. Nobody got real grumpy. We didn't hear about any incidents or mishaps.
No,
stuff like, in spite of Austin being in the water.
Nobody showed. No, we had some people that were MIA. I don't know what happened. You know what? Maybe he was working on. Maybe he was working on dings.
I'm telling you, man. Listen. If you have a board that's in 2 pieces, we really want to get that over.
Oh yeah, I was going to say this too.
With the little popsicle sticks like we used to do.
It's easy. I was going to say to the guys that went to Florida, it's going to be big, and so they might ding their board.
That's right. So come see.
So we just wanted to let you know you should get it fixed in Florida before you come back.
That's right, man. There's a surf shop in every corner there, man. There's plenty of dudes there that like to fix things.
I think we just fixed Dudley's board, but he's the
but he's one of the original curator, the commish, of the show.
So he gets a little bit.
He was the idea guy, so we love him, man. God.
But yeah, they're going to get some great surf though, man. It's going to be. I know we're going to be jealous, but it won't be long. We'll be out here. There'll be some, we'll be having to put our wetsuits on. There'll be some offshore.
Oh, don't talk like hush your mouth.
It'll be, and I tell you what, it thins out the herd.
That is well said, my compadre. It does thin in the herd out. And that's one of the blessings of winter. I'm not a big cold water fan. But I will get out there because the crowds are lighter and the waves are just better, man. I can't believe we're talking about wetsuits and cold water. And it's August, but
it's
man,
still hot. Yeah,
start digging your wetsuits out, man. I'm getting ready to do it because
some people. This is like people start coming trying on wetsuits. Getting ready. Have you ever seen somebody trying a wetsuit in August? Oh my God, that's terrible.
Sweat fest. But it's. I think I've kind of figured out a little formula. Austin and I've had this discussion before. We're not big spring suit fans, man. I'm built funny, and I look funny in them, and they don't wear well on me.
No, I'm not a spring suit guy.
But I've kind of my little formula is that last year I bought a sleeve from you,
the 2 mil
top.
Top, yep.
That transitions me from the baggies, which are now into the full length. So I think I can just bypass the spring suit. I know there's these 2 mil, like one-piece full lengths and stuff like that, but I'm just trying to get what is going to work.
I like to go with the 2 mil, if you go with the 2 mil top, long sleeve, and then you have the those shorts that are 2 mil that go under your board shorts.
Right.
It's basically like having a spring suit on, but you have your board shorts on, and you don't look like a dork.
Yeah, I probably still would look like a dork. I just look very funny in a spring suit. Yeah. I don't know. Nothing against guys that wear it. They're totally cool. Just not for me. But I mean, that's coming on us pretty quick before you can even blink an eye, man. It'll be winter.
But the surf will be good. So like I said, that's one of the things as we get. You have to just.
But man, we don't really
go for it. You have to go for it and get the good surf in the winter, and in the summertime you kind of suffer a little bit.
Yeah, refresh my memory. We don't start to dawn even a top until what? Let's see.
I would say November.
That's what I'm saying.
After Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's my thinking. Thanksgiving, and really, that's great.
Unless you get a real early cold front, you might have to put a top on because of the wind or something like that.
But we get some cold days, and we can gripe all we want. Man, this ain't New Jersey, North Carolina. It's not Santa Cruz, man.
No, we get
we
lot
don't
of
get
surf.
rough winters.
We
man,
get a lot of surf, but when it gets in, we get a lot of surf that's warm, right?
Yeah.
But man, when it gets into January and February here,
it's a nasty cold.
I mean, I've surfed with 47-degree water here.
Yeah, that's stupid.
So, but let's not talk about that.
No, it's not, man. Let's enjoy
It's still summertime.
It's still summertime. We're loving it, man. But anyway, man, we've got some guests coming up. We've got some secret missions coming up. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, share. Tell us what you want to hear, man. This show is about you guys and for you guys. Shop local. Especially here at the surf station, where if you can believe this, people can't believe this when I say this, you can come to this place and buy everything from a fin screw to a 10-2. It's like magic. Unbelievable, man.
It is.
Support your local surf shop.
And we got, it's not quite 10-2, but we got We got Gil Romero's board back there, just almost ready.
Gil's making a big comeback. He's got a good board coming, man.
Yeah. So
and didn't I see Matthew McConaughey back there polishing and stuff? It's terrible. We can't get the guy on the show. He puts him to work. Unbelievable.
KP's trying to train him to be our sander, but I know he was back there excited, thinking he was get on. But man, we ran out of time.
Or
again,
one
Matt.
movie star friend of y'all pissing him off.
Sorry
Peace out.
that.
Love you guys,
have
man.
A good one.
It's just funny stuff.